Hello. Hello, Raymond. A wait, a $165 board game on the Weimar Republic? That sounds so obscure.
The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
I really don't know if I can.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodation. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from it. Indeed it does. And all it took was a dash of my own ingenuity to make it happen. But that's a story for another
So, can I book you a room for the night?
I will. Of course. I mean, that was kind of part of the reason why I was looking for a black cat. I was also looking for an orange cat too.
Oh, how nice. His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that.
And I understand the
Mr.
stigma that
Ovadia is in his
exists
room
with,
on the third
with,
floor.
black cats.
I'll buzz him in
Like,
and let him know you're on your way.
I do understand that stigma. Like, is it still true, like, to this day?
Live your best
Or has
life.
that, like,
We'll be here when you're ready.
eased off in recent years? I actually don't know.
Sleep.
Best to stay focused if you can. Stick to your business. Getting drawn into diversions here is more dangerous than you'd... expect.
Red Harvest Reserve, huh? Well, let's
Nice.
make this quick. Of course it was. I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am?
Very.
My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. Belinda. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be She would really put her own life at risk due to me. I don't disagree with you. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And Yes, of course. Understood. I will drop the charges against her immediately. I will go anything for you.
There we go. Easy.
Hey, you might want this.
No.
I have something for you.
I mean, I do have, I do own Fallout 2, so I mean, I could if I really wanted to. Aw. Oh, that's hard. That sucks to hear, Lane. So I guess the stigma still is around there.
Some of the first people who left Earth stood around here and wondered how they were going to survive humanity's most perilous moment. Astounding to imagine.
I found a personality like Mike. My parents will love him. My mom will love him because he's very outgoing. And always very outgoing, very friendly, and you know, always begging for scritches.
Hey, you know why they call this the red?
I just...
Because it's not the moon.
Thankfully, it sounds as if that may not be necessary. It is good that this chapter of my life... Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yay. Alright. Alright, back to the main story. Or faction. Here you go. Alright, we're going to Londinium then. Am I actually even ready for it? I don't even know. I'm probably not, but that's cool. No, Raymond, this is, I started a new character.
I have something for you.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Yeah, I got the day off.
Inside the barriers, double time! You at the scene? I'll send the rest of your team along once they arrive.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
No, it's
Commander Hatum.
It's a timer.
I no need for introductions, Major Simon. Doctor.
It's a 98. It's a timer that lets me know that the protections that the suit provides for like environmental hazards, it's like running out. So it just ran out. While it doesn't like start to, while the environment doesn't start to kill me, I just got frostbite. So I have to give myself something for it.
Your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other? The initial Terramorph outbreak that overran Londinian during the tail end of the Colony War came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Ve Victus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinian more hostile, not less. So my people will not... Terramorphs, and plenty of them, outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason,
but not necessarily. They're not like highly intelligent.
That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own. We'll do our best. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you temporarily.
Armory.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain?
Boys.
The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Now I just need some power armor and I'll be set. Oh, hell yeah.
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn. device while you're out
What's
there.
new?
Don't
I
trust.
might have some room.
All right, you get. What do you get? Get this on. Get this one. Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm ready.
All set on your gear? That's damn right we are. Come on, let's get out there. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your end?
I am ready. Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud. Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Local shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
These things! They're all dominated! Clean them out! All the resources in here.
Thanks.
Is that a frog?
No fault detected. Correcting. I think it's trying to play. How quaint.
Come and get it.
There we go. Ooh, more ammo. Nice. Hell yeah. All I have is a throwable grenade. Frag grenade. Okay, cool. Let me get some stim. Oh.
No sign of the Morse, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Okay. What to do next?
Oh god!
What the hell?
It's everywhere!
Stop laughing at me! The voices! The voices! Oh god!
You can't hide.
Let's go!
Help! Help! Oh god, help me!
Come on! Oh my god! Crap. I have anything for hypothermia?
Sorry.
Nope.
Okay. Right. Excuse me. What's wrong with jetpacks all of a sudden?
All Asili's samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
Am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinium. A real marvel.
My God.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
I'm 99. I feel fairly confident that the heat leeches are the terramorphs, and that's how they're able to go from system to system. They latch on to human ships. But that's my theory.
What?
I don't know if that's confirmed yet.
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only. What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God! Oh, never mind. I was joking. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are.
Oh,
I was right.
So, by consuming the Lazarus plant, they metamorphose into terramorphs? Fascinating. And also terrifying, obviously.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
I figured that out a long time ago.
No, Lazarus plants
figured that
can't
out
grow
like a
anywhere
long
but
time
here,
ago. I
let
just
alone
didn't say it out
blossom.
loud until just now.
People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate. What are heat leeches? They're one of the most tough as titanium. They sneak onto planets by hiding in ship engines, build nests on anything that puts out warmth. But I guess what they're actually doing with all that energy they've been siphoning is fueling one hell of a which explains how something as big as a terramorph has been spreading between worlds with no one noticing. That I don't have an answer for. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Aciles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Probably.
Pretty major is right. But if what we the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Maybe.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing.
Well, the thing is, if what they're saying is true, that the Lazarus plant is an accelerant of the terramorph's growth, then if you combine them with one another, then you can disguise heat leeches going into New Atlantis, expose them to the Lazarus plant, and then they instantly turn into terramorphs. Whereas, I guess heat leeches, they apparently without the accelerant, they take a very, very, very long time to turn into terramorphs, or a lot longer, I guess. So somebody could use the plant to weaponize them. Hold on. 1 second.
Get after it!
We may proceed.
Go!
Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Anything I can help you with? Right. No worries.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands.
Yep.
Captain, do you understand what it... Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
Oh boy. So we're talking a whole new extra scary kind of weapon here, aren't we?
Deploying alien life forms isn't exactly new.
I don't think I've done that.
But I've never heard of one that could pull off something like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks,
Oh yeah.
They certainly were. But having this
See you later,
answer,
98.
well, it raises a couple big questions.
Yeah.
Who could pull something like this off? And why?
I don't know. No, I don't think he's involved. I don't think it's ecliptic. I actually don't know.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks,
I don't think it'd be the dad. Well, I mean, it could be the dad, but he seemed like such a loyalist.
Kaiser?
To the UC. I don't know.
Into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
But I mean, that would mean that he'd have to have some level of access to the outside world. That he has to get through.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office.
Feels like this could only be done on the inside.
I can scout it out.
I don't know.
Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system.
Ah, crap. That's correct.
Reboot required.
And we do that.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
Oh, yeah?
Be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
Yeah, what a liar.
Physical weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
No, it isn't
Grab that
that.
recording.
No, or I mean...
We should talk.
Oh, boy. Yeah, man, my intuition was initially right. Couldn't have doubted it. Couldn't have doubted it.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a... He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's...
You could think it could be true.
Maybe that was how it started. But he killed his own soldiers. People who trusted him.
Also true.
This isn't a trolley problem here. It's just murder.
A calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't, it can't justify slaughter. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Vae Victus have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
I'm trying to imagine the giant chain of stupid decisions that must have led us all to this. It's not like the UC just forgot to deal with him.
Good point. Deal with one.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about this right now. Contraband.
Kaiser, try it now.
Successful.
Get some drugs.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Do anything? I guess not. I guess this is gonna be a boss fight. This feels like a boss fight. It's gonna be a big Terramorph, ain't it?
Sample threat detected.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God, concentrate fire! Shoot!
Yeah, yep, called it. Very good. Yep.
That sound! What is that?
That thing. It's putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company. Oh no!
They're going to betray you. Every last one.
Stop! Shut up with the stop with the freaking voices! The voices! The voices won't stop!
But I'm gonna need some help.
I'm coming for you.
There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there. Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Look! It's working!
Put down your weapons. We just want to be friends.
But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me. I'm just nulling out the frequency.
We freed them, and they're helping us.
They're going to eat you alive.
I've still got more capacity. Get to the next dish.
All right, hold on. Oh God, the voices!
No signal on the line.
It's working!
One more dish, and I should be able to shut it down completely.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let them get me.
Whoa! They're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Oh.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser.
Oh my God, I have so much.
We're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
What? Just don't get overburned, bro. Just like eat stuff, bro. Come on, bros. Just jump back, bro. Just jump back. Oh God! Oh God! No! I don't get him. Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Yep.
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right? Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Ve Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded
like. Actual exoskeletons?
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Captain, he needs to know. Ve Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Ve Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a
everybody's
suspect.
starting to know.
I believe that's exactly what that means.
I need to keep my mouth shut.
Look, Captain. Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terramorphs. But Ve Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak? Good. We'll all meet back at Matt. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you.
Hold on.
New Atlantis is the shining beacon of humanity these days, so they say. I'd argue that the beacon of humanity should be measured in our overall survival, though.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep... Okay, no bounty.
Talk to me.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
We're all gonna die. Thanks to her. She just said it. And she just jinxed us.
I knew a place like this had to exist. I just never thought I'd actually be in it.
Authorized personnel only. Brent has to stay here.
Oh. Sure. I guess me and Sergeant Grimface here are gonna become good friends. You know I served in the UC a long time ago.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions.
I didn't, but a lot of other people did.
Given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Well, I need a...
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
Okay, let's just say I don't plan on doing it. I want to know what was his involvement.
You want to hear the words then?
Yeah.
I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti.
What?
New Atlantis. My doing.
You did it!
Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it.
Who's your associate?
Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Kinda. Yeah, who's this associate?
First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble? Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks
were a correction? What, this is vengeance?
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found. But we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You said it took you years to use the plant outside of Londinian, you killed it for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy?
Petty revenge!
My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve.
Wait, what?
So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter. She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser.
Thank you, Satale.
And cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else.
Donation.
Decades on the run, brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Oh. So you murdered it, yeah, because of a slight against your honor.
heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago.
That explains why Kaiser
I went to great lengths
curious
to
as to
ensure
why he knew where to go.
Success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Yeah.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks.
Do I cover for him or not?
Leaving out
this feels like a really bad thing to do to cover for his ass.
Is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Oh my god.
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks.
Oh my god, it's the classic trope!
That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come. Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks. Splendid.
Fine.
Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Authorized personnel only.
Hey,
Brent has to
Captain.
stay here.
Need help? To the stars. Hey, you might want this.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him? Oh yeah. Both worked for UC Defense Research way back when. Different departments, but everyone knew Orlays. Had a mean eye for weapons tech. And a meaner temper. Wasn't exactly a surprise when he fled instead of standing trial after the colony war. But finding out he's taken up mass murder in the years since, that is a shock. You're sure about this?
You all need to add some screening questions in your interviews to weed out the maniacs. Clearly.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in? I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
I lies upon lies!
Another madman justifying butchery. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs. They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Aseles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them.
Aseles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly... Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Aseles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again,
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant. And then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know...
I do know the science. I also... So I guess we're still... And here we go.
Okay, let's go. I'm evil.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Yeah. Do I do it? Do I do it? Yes!
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks? Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply heroin.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus
Okay.
plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinian makes keeping out trespassers
What do
relatively
I do?
easy.
Do I blow it up?
But we'll ensure its
Let the
growth
other
is
factions
contained.
involved? Or
That access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinian is increased.
I feel like the other factions should be involved here, though.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
Having everybody participate in the solution here goes a long way to remembering that we're all on the same side. The human side.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture, showing definitively this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Thank you for the suggestion. So then, the cabinet has agreed to support the removal of the terramorphs, and now the heat leeches from human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first...
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
I mean, given...
And fast results always lead to the best
Given
outcomes.
real-life
don't they?
real-world,
As you can see, there
I don't
remains
know.
debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation.
I've been leaning
Major?
towards the Aseles this whole time.
We've been
so that's
having
what we're
similar
gonna do.
debates ourselves.
I see. Captain,
I'm gonna go with the Aseles.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
A whole new species. All over the galaxy.
Shut the
this
hell
is
up,
going to go
Barrett.
great.
Yes, because we're going to make sure it does.
order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management
Man, a
Division.
lot of decisions I had to make here.
Making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the cabinet
Hey.
wanted to display its gratitude.
Spaceship?
Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
What the hell is Class
Class
1
one?
citizens?
For the 3 of us?
Wait, y'all
Are you
have second
joking?
class, literal second
What
class
he
citizens?
means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
The UC has literal second class citizens? What the fuck?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Damn! This feels so much. This feels really bad. But it's like, I'm a member of the party. It's like I'm a member of the party membership.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD,
party leadership approves.
I believe you'll have your pick of duties.
I mean, the upper
Speak
echelon
to your
now.
commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
Damn.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Yes? What?
Look, guys, eventually the invasive species will, you know, wipe themselves out, and then we're all good, okay? So, chill. Is that it? That was the end of the faction quest, huh? Man. Oh, I cannot. This was actually a really good quest line. I cannot believe I missed this entire thing in my first playthrough. This is like 1,000 times better than the Freestar Collective quest line.
The fewer people. I hope you're not here to report. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for saving the city from a Terramorph attack. Admirable. I bet quality. But I'm sure stopping at Terra. In any case, let me fill you in. We have... So I'd like someone from you... Take the package back to... Take the NAT to the spaceport. The package is taped under one of the benches. We're the intelligence arm. Think of it this way. No. Every agent who joined. I have, of course, since learned. Just the usual report. Right now, the information. Good luck with the mission.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Man, I guess they tried to make up the. UC faction, or not the UC, the Freestar Collective faction, by giving you a free ship at the end of it. But still, I feel like the UC faction questline was just so much better in terms of like stakes, in terms of like major decisions to make. Man. Who knows? I think this is where we're gonna stop though, guys. Because I wanted to showcase like the UC quest line. And I gotta do some other work today, even though it's my day off. I do have the day off tomorrow. Because of the day off, tomorrow is going to be ultra mega busy tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be a really long work day tomorrow. So I want to try and get at least a little bit ahead of it. So but yeah, I'll see you guys later. That means I'm probably not going to go live tonight on the other channel. I'm probably going to save it for Wednesday. If you guys can forgive me, because I know tomorrow I'm gonna be exhausted. So look for me then. But I want to thank you guys again. and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Be well, everybody, and yeah, take care. Adios. Bye-bye.